Extraordinary perceptive and manipulative powers lie untapped within all of us. To access them, we must expand our understanding of reality itself. Though it may sound odd, the truth is, we do not fully know the true nature of reality, even as we experience it constantly. Dear friends, kindly permit me to elaborate on these concepts, and welcome to this transformative video. Your presence here serves as a testament to your eagerness for self-evolution and self-care. Your commitment does not go unnoticed, and I extend my sincere gratitude for it. Are you ready to open your mind and test the limits of your potential? Our minds do much more than just perceive reality, they define our very experience of it. Consider dreams. While we are immersed in a dream, it becomes our momentary reality. Only upon waking do we realize the true nature of dreams as illusions, constructed by our sleeping minds. Hallucinations work similarly. Whether induced by psychedelics or mental conditions, a hallucination can seem indistinguishable from reality in the moment. Looking deeper, even our normal waking reality is ultimately constructed by our minds. Our brains filter and interpret the raw sensory data from our eyes, ears, and other senses to generate the seamless image of reality we experience. But this is just a reconstruction. Our brains are guessing at what's out there, based on limited input. Modern physics reveals just how blurry the lines between imagination and reality can be. At the quantum level, subatomic particles behave differently, depending on whether they are being observed or not. It's as if our conscious observation itself influences reality. Experiments have shown that two subatomic particles can exhibit synchronized behavior across vast distances, suggesting information is exchanged faster than the speed of light. All this points to the idea that the true nature of reality is fluid, subjective, and influenced by our consciousness itself. We carry assumptions that there are hard boundaries between the possible and impossible, real and unreal. But perhaps these boundaries are not fixed at all, and rather more permeable when examined at deeper levels. Like a dream, perhaps our waking reality follows laws we don't yet grasp. The limits of what's possible await our testing. This opens the door to a liberating idea that our minds themselves hold untapped power to shape and influence reality in ways we have not dared explore. What we assume to be fixed laws may not be so firm or immutable. Through focused consciousness and altered perception, might we gain insights into deeper forces that orchestrate the unfoldment of reality itself. The great mystics and sages have pointed to this possibility throughout the ages. The time has come for each of us to probe reality's untested boundaries for ourselves. Quantum physics has revealed that our universe operates in strange, counterintuitive ways at the subatomic level. Particles can exist in two places at once or interact across vast distances mysteriously. Most bizarrely, the very act of observation changes outcomes. In the famous double-slit experiment, observing which slit light passes through collapses its wave-like behavior into defined particles. Scientists have since demonstrated this observer effect with larger molecules composed of hundreds of atoms. Somehow, conscious awareness influences reality on a fundamental scale. Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Lab conducted experiments showing human consciousness interacts with random number generators, causing statistically significant changes in their outputs. Dean Radin and others replicated these tests around the world. Their findings suggest our minds can reach out and manipulate reality on quantum levels. Real-world implications of this are profound. If matter takes shape according to our awareness, could focused inner practices allow us to consciously manipulate the material world? Could we cultivate abilities like psychokinesis, distant healing, or premonition? Might reality prove far more malleable than we assume? These possibilities indicate our minds are far more powerful co-creators of reality than we recognize. Like dreaming with our eyes open, what we perceive as solid and unchangeable may surrender to our focused intentions and heightened consciousness. Awakening these abilities within requires re-examining not just the world around us, but our relationship to it. Beyond the lab, we find many anecdotal reports of mystical and paranormal happenings that defy conventional understanding. Accounts of clairvoyance, telepathy, precognition point to extrasensory abilities. Reports of psychokinesis or mind over matter include saints levitating, yogis manifesting objects, or people bending metal with their minds. These incredible claims prompt skepticism in the modern scientific lens, yet some phenomena have been replicated under controlled conditions. In the 1930s, Duke University rigorously tested a student who demonstrated consistent telepathic and precognitive abilities. Modern research with remote viewing has yielded statistically significant results as well. Studies on Eastern yogis provide some of the most compelling evidence. In the 1960s, Indian rationalist Abraham Kovur witnessed a sadhu asking people to bury him alive in a sealed underground pit. After several hours, Kovur opened the pit and found the man alive and meditating. Research on advanced meditators like Tibetan Buddhist monks has recorded incredible feats of mind-body mastery. Monks can raise their body temperature by 15 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to dry wet sheets draped over their shoulders. They've demonstrated the ability to dramatically slow down or speed up heart rates during deep meditation. While such abilities may seem rare, these practices provide a glimpse of the hidden potential within us all. If we can unleash even a fraction of this power, it would profoundly expand our sense of human limitations. Like lifting a heavy object during an adrenaline rush, we too may find untapped reserves of strength when we need them most. The sages say these siddhis, or psychic powers, are distractions from true spiritual development, yet they urge us not to underestimate our hidden gifts. With practice, stillness, and faith in our inner wisdom, we may all awaken to realities far beyond the mundane. Our rigid beliefs play a powerful role in reinforcing our conventional sense of reality. We unconsciously absorb limiting assumptions about what's considered possible. This creates an invisible ceiling on how far we permit our awareness and abilities to expand. From childhood, we are conditioned to accept only material explanations of the world. We learn to dismiss mystical phenomena as unreal or impossible. Religions preach of miracles, while science deals exclusively with empirical facts. Caught in the middle, we lose touch with the subjective, intuitive ways of knowing. To unveil our hidden potential, we must courageously examine our beliefs. Through questioning, we may find some ingrained assumptions unravel, making space for alternative perspectives. When we let go of the need for reality to match what we're used to, we often discover new and unexpected possibilities. Many techniques can help suspend limiting beliefs, if only temporarily. Meditation creates a witnessing awareness that observes even the most steadfast convictions arise and pass. Allowing the analytical mind to relax, creative visualization powerfully overrides inner objections. As we loosen our limiting beliefs, we reconnect to our childlike sense of wonder and natural intuition. We remember that reality has always been stranger than fiction, full of profound mysteries waiting to be explored. With boldness and openness, we give ourselves permission to seriously entertain any possibilities. When we no longer declare, we know reality's fixed boundaries, our eyes open to potentials previously unimagined. We empower ourselves to test these boundaries intrepidly through our awakened consciousness. Now that we've opened our minds, let's begin unveiling our hidden abilities through practical techniques. I invite you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Bring your awareness to the steady in and out flow of your breathing. If thoughts arise, gently return your focus to the breath. Imagine you're descending a staircase into your innermost realm of mind. At the bottom is a door opening to your subconsciousness. This is the source of your intuition, creativity, and hidden strengths. Affirm your readiness to embrace the entirety of your being. When you feel centered, imagine opening the door. Symbolically welcome the aspects of yourself you've kept locked away. Send love and acceptance to these disowned parts that are now ready to unite with your awareness. Stay present with any feelings or visions that arise. You may gain insight into fears obstructing your full actualization. Listen compassionately to any messages surfacing. When you feel complete, affirm your journey of self-realization has begun. With daily meditation, we nourish this blossoming of our wholeness. We also realize our power through visualization. Envision how you would act if all limitations were removed. See yourself bending reality effortlessly to your will. Manifest objects, heal others, and access insights through your deepened intuition. Though these visions may seem fanciful at first, suspending disbelief is the initial step. In time, consistent visualization conditions us to unlock these abilities for real. For now, let your imagination reveal the extraordinary person you were born to be. Make this self-discovery a priority through establishing a daily practice. Devote time to meditating, journaling, being in nature, or other activities that expand your awareness. Stay open to life's synchronicities and trust in your path. Your hidden potential longs to be set free. As we uncover our hidden abilities, we must remember the true purpose of this journey. Developing mystical powers is not valuable for its own sake. Rather, it is part of the larger process of self-realization. Every increment we push the perceived boundaries of reality brings us deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. Each open door leads to further doors as our self-knowledge expands. Any unlocked powers are but tools to know ourselves and actualize our potential. Stay vigilant not to become attached to these abilities for ego gratification. See them not as trophies, but as road signs directing you to higher states of being. Use whatever insights arise in service of others, not personal gain. For true masters, humility only grows upon discovering they contain the universe within. This journey of self-actualization requires courage, as the ego fears losing control. But you must peel away protective layers to touch your essence. Developing new abilities may cause periods of instability as old structures crumble, but liberation awaits on the other side. Dear friends, release yourself from the confines of perceived reality. Unleash your powers and strengthen your thoughts to control events at the quantum and subatomic realm, where your mind becomes the architect of the very matrix that shapes all phenomena. And keep testing your limits. Thank you for joining me. Next time my voice will bring you even more tranquility. Until then, take care and stay well.